Debugged Dialogs. Let's get into it.
Hey, the bald and bearded are back.
Yeah, this time from our own homes, no longer in Redmond. That studio was nicer, though.
Redmond, the studio was super nice. Oh my God.
Yes, yeah.
We'll have to take advantage of that again next time.
Absolutely, that would be really cool, because that was a great experience. And we actually, what was it, 3 shows we filmed there? Well, that was good.
4 shows, yeah. And now we know what that's all about. We can plan it better,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be nice to have that kind of equipment at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right. Hey, so I don't know about you, but I'm hearing like a crazy ton of AI, right? We like literally now, like our entire world and entire lives is just AI. I've got a good friend from Nashville who's created a niche with his career, where he's now focused. He used to do config manager, then Intune and whatever PowerShell. He's an amazing PowerShell guy, and now he's all into AI for his work, and he's just doing phenomenal. He's creating agents, creating apps and tools and things like that. So where are we at, and how do we use this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter which client I talk to or friends, family, everyone's using AI for everything these days. And the majority of my work these days is training in AI, governance talk, data security, because all that ties together.
Right.
That's whenever they want me to talk somewhere, we're having a webinar. Depending on when this is published, we're having a webinar this coming week.
Okay.
About AI in the workplace, and everyone's using it, but who takes charge of the governance, who owns the data security around it in your organization?
Right.
And it's a very, very important question that really no one, or a lot of organizations really put it to the side and just run with AI, and they don't think about the security around stuff, which is sad, because that's where you should start, really.
Well, the main thing is the data, right? Are you using your company data and using external AI tools to run that stuff on, right? That's a big concern as well.
Trying to save some money, getting like a ChatGPT Pro subscription for their users, and then just charging it to the company. But Pro doesn't protect your company data. You need the enterprise agreement for that. Otherwise, they'll just use everything you upload to train the model.
Right.
So it's it's weird how it works.
It's weird how it works, and there's so many of them out there right now, right? I mean, I use them, in different capacities for different things for my personal life and stuff like that, and it's really funny, like when for example, when you go to Google now, when you used to do like regular searches, it's actually now more like AI driven searches now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have an Android phone, and whatever you Google on that one, you always get like a AI summary at first, which is 9 times out of 10 it's crap. Because no, that's not what I'm looking for.
Right.
But it's trying to give me some sort of useful advice on whatever I'm searching for. Just show me what I want to see. Just let me do a normal Google for once. If I want to use AI, I'll do it controlled. Pardon?
I said, can you still do normal Google anymore?
I don't know. But sometimes you just want to search for something. You don't want AI. If I want to use AI, I want to use the AI app or the AI model that I want, and then I'll go there manually and do it.
Right. And
there's so many. I mean, there's ChatGPT. We're talking about that. We've got the Copilot one, of course. Everyone's talking about Anthropic and Claude Cowork, and Gemini. Oh yeah, there's so many. It's just they're coming and going, and
and I think I brought this up with you too. Sora. Which was the one that you could create videos and things like that. Was part of ChatGPT, but now it's not available anymore.
They rolled it back, I believe. I think it racked up the cost.
I see. I see.
because the compute in the background is it's the cost has to be astronomical for services like that.
Yeah. And
Uh,
if anyone who's listening to the show, and if you have some suggestions on what an alternate for Sora is, let us know. Love to
yep,
hear about it.
yeah,
Yeah. So the other one is Claude. Claude,
yep,
Claude, Claude. It's all over the place. Everybody's loving it, especially
yep,
IT pros, right?
yep, and
Uh,
Cowork specifically.
co-work specifically and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I think you want to talk more about that, right? You have something
Yeah,
to.
Microsoft has their version of Cowork. Well, it is Anthropic's in the background, but they've merged it in their Frontier program, and you still have the enterprise data grade protection and everything if you run it in there. So that's really a question I get from a lot of people now. How does Cowork work compared to the normal Copilot experience? What's the difference? What does it do differently? And
Right.
I just set up a small, like, step-by-step demo to show you a bit how it
That's,
works. And I was thinking maybe we should just show that
there you
and
go.
see. I've made like a mock uh, the day in the life of a project manager, sort of, which is it's a good way to showcase how it works. And I ran this with a client last week just to show them how co-work is meant to work in a very, very basic way, because you can naturally do a lot of stuff. But in
Yeah.
this specific demo, I have one project description, and then I have a spreadsheet with lots of different data regarding the project with risks and stuff. So just to start it off, I'll just upload those to Copilot Cowork, which is in the Frontier program. So you need to be part of Frontier. And that's something that your organization has to do and enable for you. And finally, they're actually making it group enabled as well, because up until now, you need to add every user individually, either the full organization or just pinpoint persons. But now you can actually do it by groups instead, which makes it so much easier.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. But I have these two documents. It's the project description, and then it's the risks and budget and stuff that I've created as well for the project. And I mean, normal Copilot stuff you can do. You can just ask Cowork naturally to summarize the project charter on a half page. Then it goes in and reads the Word file, and that's nothing new. It's something Copilot could do all the time. It reads the full data, and it understands it and summarizes it for you in a short, efficient way in
Right.
Cowork. So by reading the project charter. And I think to think about when it comes to the Cowork agent is it is an agent. It's like a coworker. You give it instructions, and then you can go do other stuff, because it could
Mm,
take time depending on how much you want. But here it reads it, and it gives me a project charter summary in like half a page instead of reading all of it. And the thing here with this demo is like it's Sunday. It's Sunday today. We're recording. I have a steering committee meeting on Monday, so tomorrow, and I haven't done my work as a project manager. So I need to sum this up in a quick and efficient way on my day off, really. So I get the quick work through of the project charter, and then I also want to look at the risks in the Excel spreadsheet. So it goes in and examines the risks that are specified in there, and tries to show me the top 5 risks so that I can be aware of those. And it's also an easy way to do. And this is something you could do with just normal Copilot as well, right? It's
right.
nothing new, really. It reads and understands, and it shows the 5 highest scoring risks. It couldn't show 5 just because there are multiple risks with the same risk score. So it's actually prioritizing them based on the impact as well, which is it's a smart way of doing it. But then you can start to correlate both Word and spreadsheet data. So I want to compare the activity plan in the timeline in the project charter. Now we're in mid-May, well, closing end of May. Are we on track? What activities are delayed and what's completed on plan? So then it actually cross document reasoning here between the Word file and the spreadsheet, and try to map that up to identify what I'm trying to figure out here and see if we're on track. And this is really where Cowork is starting to be more than just a chatbot. It reasons regarding multiple inputs.
Okay.
and tries to find that data for me and correlate everything on me. So it gives me, this is done, this is on budget, this is over budget. It checks the risks and adds everything and shows me what parts are not started. So now I'm getting a bit on track to keep my project up to date and know what to say when I talk to the steering committee tomorrow. But I also need to show this, have them see something for me. And in this case, I want an 8-slide PowerPoint presentation. And this is where the workspace you see here on the right. Now I
Right.
only have 2 input references. But if I ask Copilot Cowork here to actually create something, it will generate and add skills and plugins. And in this case, it needs the PowerPoint skill because it needs to create a PowerPoint presentation for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I specify I want this to for the steering committee meeting. I want the title slide. I want the project overview. I want statuses per phase, the project's progress, and the budget. I also want to include the top 5 risks in the presentation with different mitigations, next steps, and a closing slide with discussion questions for the steering committee. And I wanted to use information from both the Word file and the
Mm-hmm.
spreadsheet. So both the project charter and the activity plan. And now this will take some time. So it will actually, you can see here, you can open up the thinking and watch the process, what it's doing. So it's setting the color palette, it's mapping out the slides, what do we want on them. I'm selecting a palette for the presentation as well. And then it starts a presentation generator. It writes a script to actually pull in the data from the Word file, from the spreadsheet,
Right.
and use that to create something. And this is where Cowork actually does. It works with you. You can see it's planning, and then it will add. I've pre-cooked this, so I'll just move over here, and then it will actually create the output and do the project or the PowerPoint presentation for you and add as an output file. So there you have the future ways of working. You have 8 slides. It shows you the project overview, the different statuses where we are, the risks where we're behind, and the progress and the budget and everything. So it's a great way to get something to
Amazing.
actually show the steering committee when I have my meeting tomorrow, hopefully. And then you can just
Again,
close
we
it
want to
again.
emphasize to people that
And then
this
the
is
next,
fake data. So
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. This is
yeah,
just made up data because I
right.
don't want to show anything.
No,
Absolutely,
no,
I don't
no.
want to show anything that I shouldn't show. But then the next step, I have my PowerPoint presentation. So then I want to
Okay.
send this to my manager, who is owning the project. So then I can just tell it. So create an email draft to Eric for Monday steering committee meeting. Briefly summarize the status, highlight the 2 highest risks, and mention that the
Mm-hmm.
presentation is attached. Sign it from me, Patrik Wennberg, and save it as a
Ah,
draft. Do not send it, because if I don't specify that, it will actually send it. So I will kick this off, and we should hopefully see that it creates a draft in my draft folder. I have my email up here, so hopefully it will create a draft in my drafts folder. Let's see what
it's
it
still doing it.
does. It's
Yeah.
getting things in order. Yeah, searching for
Running
people
this.
in my environment, so in my tenant. So it's trying to find the person. Email, so it's drafting my email, and it attached this presentation that I created. Hopefully,
So it's looking in the
uh,
tenant, right, in your Enter ID.
it's looking in my enter ID exactly to find Eric Lindberg, because I just put his name in there. And if it's an external project manager, you need to put the email address there, of
Yeah.
course, because otherwise it couldn't find him. And then it's creating the email, and you see it's using Outlook down here. So
Right.
to create it, yeah, I think maybe our pictures are in front of it, but it says Outlook
Oh,
there, and then
yeah.
it's drafting. Just getting everything in place and trying to do this for me, so I don't have to go in and compose that email, finding all the data and making it in a good place. And then it's adding the attachment,
Right.
and hopefully soon it will pop up.
Sure.
There we go.
There it
So
is.
there it's the draft. So now I have the draft, so I can look at it, and it actually composed an email. It's gives me the overall status, where we were behind, the two highest risks, and it attached it's attaching
PowerPoint.
the PowerPoint presentation in the background now. And
That's
then at the
amazing.
bottom, it actually says sent by Copilot Cowork, just to make everyone aware that this is AI generated. But that's
Uh,
fine. I'm good with that.
yeah.
It can do that as well.
Yeah.
So there we go. Open it
One
for
thing
now.
what I like seeing what you're doing with your demo here is that your prompts are pretty uh, specific, which is
Yes,
important.
absolutely. Yeah, it's very important. You need to tell it how to do it.
Yeah.
But then now I have that email. It's fine. I'm happy with it, so I'll
Good.
just shoot that away, and the email goes to Eric, and everything's perfect. He gets the mail. He knows what's happening. He knows what I'm going to present at the steering committee meeting, and then I need to also to be sure that I keep the entire project up to date. All the project members. I also tell Cowork to book a half-hour meeting next Monday, so tomorrow at 9 o'clock with the project team, and I specify their names. So David, Sophia, Anna, Michael, and Oliver. I want the title to be status check before steering committee. I want the agenda to be to review the top 5 risks and planning, and include a Teams link as well. So I will do that. I will switch to my calendar. There we go. My calendar is blank on let's see. There we go. Monday morning. I said 9 o'clock. So hopefully it's looking for the people, because I
Still
have
doing it. Yeah.
multiple people. It needs to find the right person. Then I get the booking in here to just review it. Yeah, this is a quick 30 minutes. It's the right people. It's for 9 o'clock. I will create it, and then it should show up in my calendar here as soon as it's sent.
Amazing. Oh, there, I just saw it.
Yeah, there we go. So status check before the meeting. Also sent by Copilot Cowork. It has created a Teams meeting, attached the link. It goes for everyone that I wanted to, and it's perfect. And then it flags me as, okay, so please note that 9 o'clock leaves a tight gap before the steering committee itself, also on Monday. Do you want me to check the exact steering committee time on your calendar to make sure there's no overlap? And then I can say, yeah, do that, or no, I'm good with it. So just I'll just say no.
Amazing.
I'm good. And then we're good with that. And then I want to write a short Teams message. I'll just write it to myself, just for demo purposes. So I'll say, yeah, write a short Teams message to me, just demo purposes, right? Summarizing the project status. So still working with the input files we have, where we are, etc. And then I also set the tone. Be positive but honest about the challenges. So I will send that off, and hopefully that's sending a message to myself in my Teams, if everything goes the way it should. But it's sending the Teams message. There we go. It popped up in my Teams straight away. So future ways of working, that's the project name. Quick status, we're in the pilot phase, blah, blah, blah. Momentum is good, a couple of items to tighten, but nothing red. And also, again, sent by Copilot Cowork, just so everyone knows this is. But I think that's a fine way to do it, really.
I love it. You had really nice steps. You started with a project files and data, told it what to do, created a summary, created the context for it. Then you went and did the PowerPoint. From there, you created, emails and then calendar invites. It's just everything is very systematic and yeah.
Yeah, and now at the end, I just want a visual dashboard as well, showing the risk picture, a bar chart, and stuff like that. I want that in my chat, so I can just have a quick view of it with the KPI cards showing numbers of risks and medium risks and total risk score in here, just to visualize everything we've done as well.
Okay.
And that will hopefully work as well.
It should work.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues with it. I've tried to figure out some nice demo worthy, not too complex, but just to understand how it works. And now it's rendering the UI, so hopefully it's switching to sequential colors for a cleaner appearance across the uniform items. That's what it says.
So this is above and beyond what regular Copilot can do.
Absolutely. Correct. This one actually does stuff for you.
Okay.
It builds stuff. It goes in and it creates emails. Right. It creates calendar invites. It sends messages. It books meetings. And here you go. This is exactly what I wanted. I had this risk
Beautiful.
dashboard. And then just to be nice to my coworkers, I'll send this in a team message as well to a future workplace chat that I've set up to summarize the status and include the dashboard in the message. And you see it says queue because it's still working. So I'm queuing this up, and then we'll do that when it's done. I don't have to stop Cowork in the middle
You
of
just keep
something. I can
going.
just keep going, give it new information, give it new instructions,
I
and it will
see.
do that. So it will run through the details, and it will do that in the background. And hopefully I have some other chat in here where it will pop up as soon as it's ready. And if you want, you can also say I want a recurring daily task that as a stand-up every morning at 8 o'clock to give me a short status report on the project, and then I can schedule that with co-work as well, and say, yeah, this I want every day a daily task. Show me a status report, look at the documents. If I have cloud files, for instance, the
Yeah.
spreadsheet could be in a SharePoint area, and that's fine. It will just every day update me at 8 o'clock by an email or a Teams message as a
Mhm.
scheduled task, and like a coworker just giving me the status so I don't forget it.
That's amazing.
And here you see it's working on the chat that I
Yeah.
asked it to send as well, and then it will actually send the full dashboard in the chat as well. So here you see the message, and then I can post it, and it will shoot that away and include the dashboard in there as well. So hopefully that will pop up in my future workplace chat. There you go. So it's a quick update, and it includes the dashboard as well, so anyone can see it who's part of
Mhm.
the project. So it's a great little piece of AI that actually can start helping you. It changes the way how we work with Copilot in the workplace.
Yeah.
And it is using, I mean, Anthropic Claude Cowork in the
Obviously.
background, but it's merged in the Microsoft atmosphere with all that security and interacts with your data in a much cooler and cleaner way.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
This
that's more or less what I wanted to show.
I like it.
Uh,
Maybe you can talk about, I hear a lot about people using Claude and they run into token issues. Um, do you know anything about that?
oh,
And
with the Claude service from Anthropic.
yeah,
Yeah, I've heard it as well. I've tried. I don't have a paid subscription for Claude.
okay,
I use the free one, and I use it very scarcely.
okay.
Since I work with Copilot, that's more or less where I go to do my work. It's
Because
part
every
of my
now and then
job.
I read up about
You can stop
what
my
are the best.
sharing now. I'll stop sharing so we don't have to stare at
All right,
that.
I'm gonna go back
There we
here.
go. There we
There we
go.
go.
Better.
Um, every now and then I read up about people providing tips about best practices on using Claude, like for token reasons and stuff like that. Like you should create projects
Yeah.
and then work within projects, and then also create MD files, .md files,
Yeah.
because otherwise it's going through all of your memories and stuff like that
Yeah.
to gather what you needs. But
Yeah, you get tokens in their input output capacity for some, and then you need to manage those. And there are ways to eat them up really quick, and there are ways to use fewer tokens. And I think that's with the MD files as well
I
as
think that's what the
stuff
MD
like that.
files
Yeah,
coming. Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah,
has your personalizations
yep.
of all that stuff. Yeah, no, this is great. That was a great demo, and it's amazing what you can do. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is getting there. I mean, Copilot is actually maturing in a way, and co-work is it's a completely new way of working with Copilot. It's more of a real coworker
yeah,
than just chatting with an AI bot that gives you stupid answers. This can actually go away and do stuff for you as well.
yeah. It's kind of freaky though.
It is, yeah, but I'm looking into doing.
Yeah,
I've done a lot of things with Cowork in my normal day to day work as well, where it actually can go into Entra and look up stuff and correlate that with and just kick it off, and then maybe it takes half an hour, but it would take me hours to do it manually,
exactly.
which is that's where you need to find the
the
small
balance.
spaces where you can find the extra value. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, it's like you talked about the queuing and stuff like that too. Like you can give it all of these instructions, tell it to do this, 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 and you can go off and then go work on something else too, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah.
whole idea about being productive and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
Exactly. No,
Fantastic.
that's what you do it because you kick it off and then you just do something else that you need to do anyway.
Yeah.
And then when you go back and you can see it, and also, I mean, it uses the standard way of making PowerPoints if you ever use that. But you can
Yeah.
actually, if you have another source, you can upload your own PowerPoint as a source, an input file, and says, I need 4 new slides that fits this scheme, and it actually uses that as a
Right.
template to do it. So it's. But templates, it's a bit of an old-fashioned way to work with
Templates. Yeah.
presentations. Yeah, it's hard to manage. It's doesn't really fit in the AI era.
Hmm.
Let PowerPoint do what it does, and then add your colors, but don't keep the strict layout.
Right.
It's
Right.
easy to say
Well,
marketing will
restrictive.
hate you when you say it, but it's always an issue with templates.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was fantastic. Oh, I love this. This is good. I learned something too. And well, I
Cool.
knew it was capable of doing all of these things, even with Copilot, for
Yeah.
some sort, not to that detail,
Yeah.
but it's nice to see a workflow, hey,
Yeah. Yeah, I
and it
try to
may work
find like a step-by-step workflow.
story.
You start with this and then a story that goes down. It's hard
Right.
to find those, but it actually makes
Because that's
sense
kind
when
of
you
a
see it that way.
typical day of someone working in an office or in
Yeah.
an organization or whatever, right?
Yep.
They gotta set up meetings, they gotta set up emails, they gotta do this, they gotta, you know, research stuff, and
Yep.
it's all right there. Yeah, that's good.
And everything takes time. So if you can have someone else do it for you, it's perfect. Then you can
Exactly.
evolve in your own role and learn something new and
Okay, can you have a
build new
beer
skills.
while that's happening?
Maybe not. Well, on a Sunday at home as a project manager, that's fine. Maybe not in the workplace on Monday morning.
I know, that's true. Anyway, that's good. All right,
Yeah.
this has been a great show.
Cool.
Let's call it done, and let us know if there are other demos that people want to. Oh, well, I'm talking to the audience right now, but if
Yeah.
anybody wants to see other demos and even Windows, Intune, things like that, app packaging,
Yeah.
whatever, just let us know.
Absolutely.
And
Perfect.
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Help
Please
us
do.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, support us here. All
Yeah.
right. Until next
Perfect.
time,
See ya.
the ball and beer. Cheers.
This is Debugged Dialogs.